Good evening, YouTube, and welcome back to JoJo Speaks. We are here, yes, for another night of hot topics and social commentary. As you can see, I'm rocking my Juice Radio and Talk Show t-shirt. Make sure you guys go over to the Juice Radio and Talk Show.com. Make sure you find them on YouTube and Facebook. Subscribe, all that good stuff. Juice Radio, the Juice Radio and Talk Show. Couple things I want you guys to do before we get started. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Press that big red button. Mash that big red button. It is free and easy to do, and it takes less than a second to just click that thing. Mash that thing. Make sure you give us a thumbs up on this video. Leave us a comment. Let us know your thoughts on the topics that we are discussing this evening. And I know y'all gonna have opinions on these topics, honey. Also, be sure to share JoJo Speaks with all your family, friends, loved ones, everyone that you know. Let them know we are out here in these YouTube streets. Last but not least, be sure to press the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. I got my whole crew back. Mike, Jennifer, and Tyrone. What's going on, y'all?
Hey.
I want to start out by saying sorry to those who felt like the last show was too short. I know it wasn't a whole hour, but this show will be a whole hour. So buckle up your seatbelts, okay? So we want to start off with something that we did discuss on last week, but I wanted to touch on it again because the actual arraignment happened on, what was it, Monday? So Donald Trump was arraigned on Monday. I believe it was in Miami, Florida, if I'm not mistaken. And he tweeted, or no, he didn't tweet because he's off of Twitter. But he on his social media site, he told everybody to come out and pack the streets and protest and make a scene for your president. And so although there were more people in Miami than there were in New York, because in New York, it was like a ghost town. There was nobody in New York supporting Trump. But in Miami, there was a crowd out there. But it was a crowd on both sides, actually, those who were against Trump and those who were for Trump. And so I'm thinking, does this mean that Trump's popularity is dwindling? Or does this just mean that his people are kind of lazy and don't want to actually go out and protest and aren't as riled up as we are as Black folks when we have a cause and we go out there in numbers, okay, in the hundreds and thousands, and go out there and protest in these streets? So do you think that Trump's popularity is decreasing, or do you think it's a matter of his supporters vigor for their support for him? Go whoever wants to start.
I don't think Trump popularity is decreasing, because if you was for him before, you definitely for him now. What I think is going on is, and I'm surprised Trump is still rallying people up to go places. I mean, the last time he rallied people up to go places, they went to jail. So I mean,
okay,
when they broke into the Capitol, but
right.
So I think that's one reason why people are not coming out this time, because they don't want no issues. And then also, you can't support what you cannot defend.
Right.
And Trump has basically indicted himself by telling the people who was interviewing him tried to steer him in the right direction.
They did.
And he still was a dumbass and still went the wrong way. So it just, people cannot defend something that it just, why did you have so many documents in so many pieces of your house and lied about it?
Right. And
then so I just don't know what it is. People just cannot defend. Now I think it's quiet supporters, but they're not gonna go out there and make them look ignorant. They're not gonna be doing that.
So right. Jennifer, Tyrone, what are y'all thoughts on this?
I think the core of his support has spent all of their money funding his legal fund, and they ain't got no coin to make it down to Miami. I think that's the issue. People showing up and having numbers, I believe that has nothing to do with whether or not he has supporters.
Yeah.
It's whether or not those particular supporters have money, because for sure, they ain't living down in Miami. So they ain't taking the time off of work, number one. Okay. Number two, they ain't trying to use whatever little bit of money that they got, that they blame everybody but Trump for. Because they give it, they liquidating their 401ks, they taking all their retirement and giving all their money to, okay, so now we can't make trips down to Miami. I think that's all that is.
Right.
Yeah. And I mean, because he was a crook before he became president. He was a crook while he was in the office, and he's a crook now, definitely.
Okay.
With receipts. Now, so they supported him before when he was touching everybody. He said he just because he's rich, they won't say nothing.
Okay, you grab him in the PUSSY.
Okay,
just grab
so if you supported him then, you definitely support him now. So,
I wonder if
but my thing is, I wouldn't even care what he do to it. Okay.
Aaron is here, y'all. Say hey to Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
What's going on, Aaron?
You know,
Aaron
I wonder where is the wife?
Huh?
Where is Ivanka?
No, Melania.
I mean Melania.
Melania.
Whatever.
Well, Ivanka's in glory.
Died. Yeah, I was saying.
Oh yeah, she's buried at that place. Anywho, yeah, we ain't seen her. And to be honest, if I were her, I wouldn't be seen either. Anywho,
okay.
Monty, Deep Talk, Moral Values versus Worldly Views, says he's here. Hey, Monty.
What's going on, boo?
Welcome to the show.
All right. He says, see you back here soon, my sister. This must have been when they were really, it was real early. They here, honey.
That's and matinee.
Latoya's here, y'all. Say hey, Latoya.
What's going on, Latoya? Sorry for calling you Boo, Monty. That was just a slip up. I'm sorry. I don't want to offend you.
Latoya says, hey fam, hey, Boo, numbers 1 through 10, checking in.
Yes, come on and take all 10 spots. I love that.
Okay.
That's Regina again.
Aaron says, making trouble already, Latoya.
Yes, she.
Okay.
Oh,
she made sure to include number 1. Did y'all notice that? She made sure to include number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Latoya also says, Aaron, and you know this.
Okay. Man.
The Juice Radio and Talk Show says, hey, y'all, she gives her love unto us. And Aaron starting mess saying, hey, the Juice Radio and Talk Show number 1, Boo Regina.
Ooh.
Monty says, first time here showing support to your channel.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Monty. We really appreciate it.
Aaron, before you can go to the next topic, the next comment. It's been a long. I just got off work, y'all, so it's been a long day.
We understand.
Aaron, did you see the last episode of Real Housewives of New Jersey, the reunion?
The reunion. I saw the first part. I haven't seen the second or third part just yet.
Aaron, your girl's a gaslighter. I'm just gonna say she's gaslighting. Because how you gonna talk SHRT to me the whole season? Talk SHRT to me the whole reunion. Not the very end when I said I'm done with you and my brother forever. Now I still love you. I always think about you. Girl, bye.
Well, Teresa said in the first part that she was done with Melissa.
She did.
She said in the first part, after this is over, we are done. Okay?
Yeah, we are done. And the middle part, she said, Melissa, don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. And then the last part, Andy made sure, Andy double down. He's like, you said at the beginning that you don't want to talk to her no more. And she's like, yeah, I'm done. We're done after this. I'm done. Melissa did say, you know what? I can't change how she feels. I do love you. I always think about you.
Oh, child. Regina says, hey, Aaron, right. Because Aaron said that she was number 1. Latoya says, hey, sis, Juice. Aaron did thank Monty for coming on in. Aaron also says, I am praying that people are waking up from whatever was going on in their minds to the madness that is that man. Mm-hmm. Okay, yes.
Yes.
Latoya says, if I didn't start trouble, y'all would think I'm sick.
Agreed. You right, Latoya.
You right.
Aaron said, I would be worried. Okay, yes. And Regina says, hey, Latoya sis. And she also, Latoya says, Juice, did your nephew's son call you? We really get in the conversation.
Okay, nephew's son. Okay, that reminds me of Power Book Ghost. Okay, when Monet, with Monet and her nephew's son Zeke. Okay, your husband killed your nephew's son. Okay, sorry, I just had to say that.
Oh, Aaron said that man's wife. Aaron said that man's wife said she wouldn't support him if he ran again. And she seems to be sticking by it for now.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Mike, this is for you. Aaron says, I am all Melissa all the way. I love Teresa, but Louis crazy.
I don't think Louis. I mean, it's some things that he did was crazy, but I just think that there was that Teresa, Joe, and Melissa. They've been crazy since day one. So I can't blame Louis for all the crazy. They've been arguing since day one, but I hope that all of them come back next season, and I hope Teresa paid Melissa and her brother Dust. I hope that she just act like they don't even exist in her world at all. Because I really want to see what you want to talk about now, Melissa. Because she has no storyline.
Yeah, Teresa is her storyline, pretty much.
Teresa is Melissa's storyline. All season, it was Teresa don't do this, and Teresa did this. So what is her storyline, Aaron?
LaToya said, Aaron, don't start no mess now.
Okay, because that's what Aaron's doing, and that's a little out of character. I was surprised when I saw that, but okay, Aaron.
Oh gosh, Regina said I saw all 3 episodes of the reunion of Real Housewives of New Jersey. Oh wow. Oh,
Yeah.
Fifi's here.
Hey, Fifi.
Hello.
What up, sis?
She said hello again to everyone, and everyone says hello to her. Regina said, LaToya, no, he didn't, but he can call me tomorrow. And Regina says, I am all Melissa and Joe too.
You guys' minds are so messed up and mistaken. I don't know how you guys are on Melissa and Joe's team.
LaToya says, Juice, you don't want that call. Okay. Aaron says, but how do you explain what Louis did to all the other cast members?
Now, this is what I think happened. Now, y'all always blame Louis, but Margaret has an arsenal also. And I think last season when Margaret was bringing up all Louis' past to everybody, I think Louis did what he did to show that he can meet you where you can. He can also do the same thing you did to him. Now, do I agree with it? No, but you can only beat somebody down so many times before he attacks. Right. That's his way of attacking, and I don't agree with what he did. I don't think he did all that he say he did. Everybody say he did, but Margaret was she was the corporate, and he attacked.
All right now. Fifi says, I'm still evolving. I like Teresa.
Thank you, Fifi. Fifi and I'm the only one who got common sense.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, gosh, Regina says, yes, yes, Aaron. That made me think about Wendy, Jonathan, and Regina. Anywho,
yes, very much so.
Give her a season about Teresa, and you will see her shine. Shine, please. She'll be a friend of the show. We won't see her at all.
Oh.
Regina says Teresa and Louis are off. Well, I didn't say she was smart. Now I didn't say she had it all. I mean, I would.
Keep it real, Mike. Keep it real.
I wouldn't give her my W-2s to fill out. Okay.
But, okay. Because that's what she don't do. Okay, she don't do the money well.
But even the Pizzagate business, Joe bought a business to Louis. Louis put up all the money, and now Joe, where's your half? Well, you didn't ask for half. You bought it to me. Why would I have to ask you for half? It makes no sense. So when I take a business and do everything, and all of them are crazy, to be honest.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
Robin says, hey y'all, I plan on joining in a few. We'll see you then, sis.
All right.
Aaron also says, if Teresa doesn't come back, it'll be because of Louis.
No, I think Teresa's not gonna miss up a check now. She'll be a fool not to come back.
Okay. Why you think she's still on there, honey?
Regina says Teresa and Louis are agenda people. They always gonna have an agenda for bad. Mark my words. That's why Andy kept reading Teresa.
Ooh.
He might have kept reading Teresa, but when Teresa walked away, that reading stopped. So we know who the money giver, okay?
Okay.
Because usually when somebody walk away, they don't mean nothing. They're at the reunion. Keep going, and you just come back when you get time. So trust me. You can like Melissa all you want to, but she don't bring nobody to the show.
Latoya said, "Y'all, I'm close about this conversation, so I'm gonna continue to be messy in the comments."
I'm okay. I have no idea what they.
Well, maybe we should talk about Housewives now. Maybe we should talk about that right now before we go to the next topic. So we get that out the way because I don't want to talk about Marlo no more this season.
Oh, and why is that, Mike?
No, I like Marlo. I still stick for Marlo, but I don't even feel like I already defend Teresa just now. I'm out of breath with Marlo. I'm tired of defending her also.
And why are you tired of defending her?
Because I think people are so for Candy. Well, let me back up. People are so for Candy and so against Marlo that they don't hear Marlo and why Marlo is upset for real. And Marlo is kind of like me, don't know how to explain things sometimes. So you got to really let Marlo talk to figure out what is she really mad about. And when she explained it to Candy at this restaurant, she actually did a great job. But people were still so pissed off and don't like Marlo, they still didn't hear it.
Okay, so here is my question for Miss Marlo, and you can answer it any way that you want to.
And I will.
So, of course, as I would expect you to, I would not expect anything less from you. Okay, so yes, Marlo has an issue with Candy. Now, this issue stems from something that happened 2 years ago. So, as far as Candy is concerned, her issue is, why is it that something that happened 2 years ago seems to all of a sudden be an issue now here in 2023 once a new season starts?
So that's not the issue, you guys. That's not the issue. That's not the issue at all.
Oh, okay, what's the issue?
She brought it up. I understand why she brought it up, and that portion of it is crazy. But remember, this happened at the place when Drew asked Candy what happened with the incident at your establishment. That's where the issue came from. It's the word incident instead of shooting. Marlo feels like when it comes to me, you always be upfront and honest. Y'all say I slashed the girl. Y'all don't ever say incident with me. Y'all say I slashed the girl. I cut the girl. I went to jail. But when it comes down to Candy, it's an incident. Why don't you just call it what it is? And why does Candy have the option to not talk about it?
Gotcha.
That's the issue.
Understand now.
So when she went to Drew in the back, she was asking Drew, why did you say incident, not shooting? Drew made this stupid lie up because people in Chicago don't say shooting because that perplexes. That's a lie.
That was stupid.
That was dumb.
That was a stupid lie. That was really
stupid lie,
in my opinion.
Yeah, nobody says that.
Nobody says that.
Especially in Chicago. You think people in Chicago don't use the word shooting?
Yes, but that's Marlo's issue. And Marlo was letting Drew speak, but Drew was talking in circles. So I think Marlo just got frustrated and like, you saying shoot, my nephew died, my nephew got shot, and I think it just kind of all went up in one time. And when she said nephew got shot, I think that just kind of, that came out of nowhere, but I think she just had a moment then at that time.
Right.
And then when Drew relayed the message back to everybody else, she made it sound like it was all about her nephew.
Okay.
So that's why that is still so stuck. Because Drew related back saying, well, she said your nephew worked with her and got shot.
Gotcha.
So that's why Candy is pissed off, because she thinks that Marlo is mad because of the nephew thing. Marlo does not know how to communicate. That's not why I'm mad. I'm mad because of this, but my nephew did work. I think it's all just kind of ties in with each other, but she's mad because people let Candy get away with not calling it what it is. But when it comes down to me, y'all be so upfront and honest and say all my business on TV. I'm a whore. I sleep with this man for money. I slash the girl in the face. They have said that many times this season already. All of them.
Okay.
So that's why
she's mad. I personally think there is a difference between, and granted, it is certainly an unfair difference. And the reason why I say that is that Candy has friends in these circles.
In high places.
Friends that she could tell, hey, look, I just don't want to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it. If you bring it up, don't say this, don't say that. And she has friends that went along and made sure not to say that.
Well, that's the problem.
I think the difference between that and Marlo is the fact that Marlo doesn't have any real camaraderie on the show that will go with her.
That's not the issue, because Marlo has said this many times. Candy does not share anything personal other than what she wants to share as far as opening another business. Our Mama Dre's talking about Todd. But anything that happens negatively.
What about when her fiance passed away?
Well, that when he was on the
Did
show.
Did she keep that off the show?
Well, that was season 1.
What about
that's season 1. It's 16 seasons later. What else you gonna give us
now?
But you haven't given us anything. You haven't given us anything.
What has she not given us? What has she kept away?
I'm speaking about right
what
now.
Y'all saying she keeping away? What has she kept from us?
I'm speaking about right now. She's not giving us anything. Yes, I'm not saying she never gave anything. I think she was a good character in the beginning. I think she brought everything to the front. But just like Marlo did. Not Marlo. Kenya brought lies and everything to the front, but she was entertaining in the beginning. Now it's like to the point where sometimes the chapter may need to close because you're not bringing anything worth watching now. I don't care about you opening up another business. I don't care about you doing Broadway. You didn't did it already. Okay, we're happy for you. We're not mad about it, but we don't care anymore. So what you have already did 5 seasons ago, that doesn't matter 5 seasons later.
But why? I'm confused as to, okay. And this is a healthy conversation. Everybody needs to know and understand. Me and Mike, we know how to talk.
Okay.
We ain't got no problem with that.
Oh, no, we don't have no problems at all. Unless you're the people don't know personally.
There's no issue. So this is my question, because we like to get to the bottom of things. Okay.
Yes.
My thing is this: why is that such a huge issue with something that is off to her heart? Like, some people need time before something that major. You know what I'm saying? Like, if something that major happened to you, can I have at least a little bit of time to at least get the legalities together before I start talking about it? And to be honest, let's be real. The most that we know about it was on the news anyway. What more do y'all want her to say about it?
Well, okay, that's fine and dandy. But can you also give the same thing to somebody else when they don't want to talk about something?
What does she want to talk about?
If everybody
wait, that's another question too. What does Marlo have that she doesn't want to talk about right now?
Marlo's being very open with everything.
Her nephew going to glory? No one's stopping her from doing that.
No, you're right. I'm saying if you don't want to see what's going on in your life real time, then you may not need to be on reality TV.
But even also with the show, with the recording of the show, did the shooting happen as the recording was happening?
No, I don't think it did. I think it happened before.
It happened 2 years ago. What she was saying about, I think, Sonya had an interview with Carlos King the other day, and I watched the interview. And I'm not a Sonya fan, but this interview kind of made me like Sonya a little bit more, and that was surprising. Okay. But Sonya made sense of it because Carlos I'm kind of confused too why Marlo's bringing up why the candidate show. Well, she said, Marlo is a good friend. Marlo, when I had COVID, Marlo was sick. I was sick. Marlo bought candy, medicine. She gave me flowers. She called on me every day. And she's like, sometimes friends, when certain friends do certain things to you, they expect the same in return. And sometimes you're just not that girl.
See, here's the issue with that, Mike. Do you really believe that Marlo and Candy are friends? Like, do you see them as friends? Like girls who would get together, girls who would, console each other on a deep level, like go out and meet them, go out to their house and, comfort them. And do you really think they have that type of relationship where Marlo should rightly expect that from Candy with the way that their relationship is now?
No, okay, no, I don't think they're best friends before this incident happened, and I don't think they'll be best friends after this incident happened.
No.
But just think, Marlo and Candy came in the season together, season 2. And I think that you work together for so long, even if I don't like you, and something traumatic happened, and your nephew actually did work at my restaurant, I think I would probably give some flowers. I'm not going to pay for their funeral or nothing like that, but I think I would give out some flowers, my apologies, whatever happened. But I wouldn't be going to your house every day or calling you every day or anything like that. But, you can't tell how somebody had to grieve now. I'll be honest, I don't think this. Oh, my computer went off. Oh. I don't believe that. I don't think Marlo really is trying to use her nephew for a storyline. I just think this probably triggered her in that moment, and then when Drew took it back, now it's kind of stuck because Candy's thinking that Marlo is trying to say it happened at the OG restaurant, and it didn't. And Marlo's not saying that. I think it just got caught in translation.
Right. I would agree with you that I think the fact that Drew brought it up to Candy
Yes,
actually was the catalyst that made this
yes.
blow up to what
Because
happened on the
when
last
Mar
episode.
and what the big thing is when Marlo said, well, he met the person that shot Marlo's nephew. He met at OLG. Now, when she said that, she never said he worked at OLG. She just said he just met him there like a patron. It was not a customer or whatever he was.
Right.
She's not claiming that he worked there, but I think that when people are arguing, you miss those little small things. Now, I can understand why Candy would be upset because, it felt like almost you're trying to say that this thing happened on OLG and then, just send out my business and whatever. But let's not forget now, let's move on from that. Candy was the aggressor. Now, y'all can't say that. Candy was doing too much. I will say that.
Candy was doing a lot. I will agree with that. Candy was doing quite a bit.
And I guarantee you, if it was Marlo doing what Candy did, it would be a bigger discussion.
It will be a bigger discussion because Marlo is so much taller and Marlo is so much more has an intimidating look when she gets in that space. And so, of course, it is what it is. But I did want to ask you, how do you feel about Sonya attaching herself to Marlo the way that she is, especially on this last episode, saying that Kenya was jealous, or no, the episode before that saying that Kenya was jealous of her because she's so close to Marlo. Since when were Marlo and Sonya so close?
Well, I didn't hear Sonya say Kenya was jealous, but I do know Candy's going to question her next episode about her. Kenya was like, I'm not going to talk to you anymore because you hang around Marlo. My thing is, what grade are we in? And then why do I have to not align myself with someone who didn't do that to me because it's something to you? Like, I'm grown, and I can hang out with who I want to hang out with, and I don't care who you hang out with. So, I mean, I don't know why that is even a question.
But do you think you see why Sonya is attaching herself to Marlo?
Well, I mean, my thing is Candy and they don't have, I mean, you hang out with them. Why do you say that? I mean, why do you think so? I don't see why. I don't really know why, but
I don't believe that Sonya is a strong enough personality for her to basically kind of ride by herself. I believe she feels as if she needs to attach herself to somebody, just like she needs her family to stay in her house.
Right. Sonya is extremely codependent. She's extremely codependent on others. It seems like in all aspects of her life, and from judging from the show. Jennifer, do you want to get back to these comments real quick before we move forward?
Okay, Latoya, I think, is reading me in these comments, child. Okay. Latoya just said, "This is so petty to be mad." Oh, that is so petty to be mad about. Marlo is reaching for a storyline, and if Candy has perks, she has earned them. This is 14 years in the game before. Candy shares everything about her life. Used to share everything about her life. Well, I made that last part up, but
yeah.
Yes, and she said, "Mike, now don't come from Mrs. Worldwide now." I can't agree. Candy has shared. You know what? Mama Joyce has shared things on this show for Candy's storyline. Candy ain't really shared with us, okay? It's been Mama Joyce to me and Phaedra.
But now, one thing that she did do, I was very surprised that she had that conversation with Mama Joyce on camera.
12 years in the making. That wasn't even
but still, it's like, I'm surprised that I'm sure they've had those conversations before, but to have one of the conversations, one of the many, I'm sure, in front of the cameras, I thought that was something. Regina says, well, first of all, Latoya earlier, Jonathan, asked you what we about to do tomorrow. Where we eating at tomorrow?
For our Friday date night.
Regina said to Latoya, Jonathan just called me and said he's canceling your date tomorrow because he has other plans with me.
I'll let y'all fight that out. I'm not getting in the middle of that thing.
I guess I'm Team Marlo by myself. I'm just like Teresa by myself and Team Marlo by myself. I guess maybe like being part of Outcast.
But no, but what you're saying though, I'm not. You're not coming from left field with your argument though.
No, what you said concerning,
because there's a lot of people that has no substance in their argument for Marlo. So I can actually hear your argument and say, you know what, I hear what you're saying here.
So you're
agreed.
Agreed. I could what you said about Marlo tonight, Mike, was extremely valid. And I really actually see Marlo's side of this because of what you said, Mike. So thank you for what you said, because now I actually understand a little bit better where Marlo was coming from.
Yeah, but she just not elaborating it on TV.
I still ain't gonna like her, but I
at
understand.
each other. We actually listen because we are smart people.
Right.
Latoya said, "Sorry, Juice, my appointment is set in concrete." Aaron says, "Thank you." Aaron says, "Thank you, Jennifer." Candy gives what is going on with her. No, when she can't legally. I think there is a difference. There is a difference. Latoya. Oh gosh. Regina says, "Latoya, I have a chisel. That appointment can be changed."
Mike, Candy
Latoya
just shared her business on the Escape show and has all 14 years on RHOA. If she has a problem with what Candy doesn't share, she's talk to production. Marlo's just got official. Well, yeah, Marlo just got her piece last season, but she's been on the show since season 2 also. So she's been getting paid to be on the same show and doing less work. So
right.
I mean, either way, Marlo's doing the show also before Kenya and all them other girls on the okay. But I understand Candy. I think Candy was very good for RHOA. Yes, I'm not saying that Candy didn't share anything. Candy has had some great storylines. Her aunts have made great storylines. I mean, even Todd Mother has made great storylines. They have invited us to their home, how we know everybody in their family because of Candy brought them. I agree with that. I'm just saying sometimes things can go stale. If I keep something like in my cabinet for too long, it do go stale. It has an expiration date. And I think that Candy is getting to that point where it's getting old sometimes. It's getting old. That's how it's getting old. With Kenya, Kenya used to be great TV. Now it's not like she better get TV time.
Well, I think she barely gets TV time because I think she's being a lot more of herself. I think what we were seeing in those earlier seasons, in her first couple of seasons, I think she was kind of playing a character. She was playing up what it is that she thought a good reality TV star would do as a villain on the show. But now that Kenya has solidified herself on the show, has earned her dues on the show, she feels she can be more of herself. And be more natural on camera. And because of that, she's not as interesting and she's not as entertaining as she was before because she's being more like herself.
Well, yes. But I will say, Marlo's getting a lot of hate on the internet, but I'm going to say this. When Nene was on the show, Nene got the same hate Marlo got this night. Everybody wanted Nene off the show. Now look at everybody wanting Nene right back, okay? People have been calling Marlo, she doesn't make any sense. But she doesn't sometimes, so I agree. No. But I will say Marlo is the only one who is working, regardless if you like what she's saying or not, and makes sense or not, because of her, she's making these girls work for their check this season. It don't matter if she's about lies to the table or not. Everybody has Marlo name in their mouth. Mm-hmm. And with Marlo in her scenes and with Marlo without them scenes, okay? Marlo name is in every castmate mouth right now, so
she's doing something right.
And Fifi, thank you for being the only one who's with me 100%. Thank you.
Shout out to
Fifi. Just shout out to Fifi.
You know how Aaron feel about Candy. So Candy can't share because of legal reasons.
Allegedly. Because I don't know who got shot and can't share things.
Well, her cousin got shot.
It don't matter when people get shot all the time and they can share stuff.
But what else is she supposed to say about it? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What else is she supposed to say about it?
I'm thinking Marlo might be.
It happened with somebody else in the restaurant. And I think it'll be like a drug thing.
I'm just trying to figure out what they want her to say.
I think Marlo wants details about what happened during the shooting, what brought about the shooting.
Marlo does not care about the details. She just wants Candy to bring it up and share something negative.
What does she want her to share, though?
Something
what does she
negative.
Want to know?
You just heard me, right? I said what I said, and I ain't changing it.
No,
that is a solid question that Regina has here.
She wants her to share something negative. Not always the good things. It's something that maybe if you're going through something bad, share that too with everybody. You can't share all the positives.
Regina has a solid question here. She says, "What happened to the house Marlo was building? that's a storyline if it still
Regina
exists.
watched Candy little thing on Instagram on YouTube.
Oh, speak on it. YouTube.
Oh, speak on it. Okay.
Yeah, because Candy did bring that up on the last episode.
Brought that up too, but we don't know. Okay.
We don't know.
Candy also said on Speak on It too that she didn't want to share the shooting thing because Marla was there, but that was a lie because when producers asked her where her and Todd was there, she didn't want to speak on it either. So what happened to that, Regina?
Next comment, Jennifer.
Gotcha.
Oh gosh. Okay. Latoya says Carlos King's review was on the spot. He said Marlo is reaching and what she is doing is very low of her. Fifi says, Juice, the interest rates changed and Marlo decided to invest in her condo she owns, allegedly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Regina said thank you to Fifi for that. Latoya says, Mike, friend, take your Marlo blinders off. She is dead wrong. Marlo is a narcissist and is projecting her mommy issues onto Candy.
You know what she is in therapy, so maybe one day she'll be a better person to you guys.
Oh, we pray for her healing. Let's go.
Okay.
Regina said, Marlo and Candy need to watch my video I did this morning. Oh, I'm sure they would have been injected with some marvelousness. Latoya says Candy got activated because she saw that they were really trying to do, which is attach her nephew's death to her restaurant, which would in turn attack her brand.
I don't think that's what Marlo was doing intentionally. No, I think that's just what it looked like. But I don't think Marlo was doing that intentionally.
Well, that's what Drew brought back to everybody.
Yes.
So and Candy can't hear Marlo because she's already frustrated and pissed off.
Right, because she's going by what Drew said, and she doesn't want to hear what Marlo has to say about it.
Because Marlo in the same breath said, no, I'm not saying he worked there. That's what Marlo said that in the argument. I'm not saying he worked there. But Candy could not hear that. All she heard was restaurant, and after that, she took off and went with that. But yeah, it was.
Regina says Sanya may just be there to get a check.
No, Mayetta is there for what reason? I want to know what Mayetta's there.
Me too.
Mayetta is so up Candy behind. It is aggravating to me. And
Mayetta doesn't seem to have a mind of her own, to be honest.
Well, you know what? Sonya said it based on Carlos King. Carlos said, what's Mayetta thing there? And Sonya said, Mayetta does not know how to be friends with somebody and also be independent.
Yeah.
She's so, well, let me do this because I don't want to be mad. I don't want Candy to be mad at me.
Well, now, why can't we see more of that kind of Sanya on the show? Because just from what I'm hearing from you, Mike, it sounds like she's more of a realized woman on that interview than on the TV.
You know, I had not been a Sonya fan since last season. You know, I was not.
Me neither.
But
me either.
That interview kind of make me. Sometimes, you know, it's almost like a song you like, and you like them in a song you don't like, but you see the video, be like, okay, now I like the song now.
Right.
On TV, I was like, ugh, Sonya's so aggravating. But on the interview, I was like, okay. Then Carlos did say that. Carlos did say, well, why you don't bring that on TV? Carlos did ask her that too. But she said, no. She said nobody could be paid for this show. She said, I have ran and trained for these, things. Housewives is something totally different. So I guess you just have to prepare.
I feel like she doesn't know how to just be herself when she's recording for Housewives. That's what I think.
I think in the beginning, it's only season 2 that for her. So I just give her a chance.
Yeah.
Unlike Kenya, who came on playing a character, Sonya just came on really just making sure she didn't do too much in the beginning. I'm still not a fan, but I have more interest for her now since that interview.
Quick question.
I'm glad that she's not picking sides to the people, the popular side.
Oh, okay.
Now let me ask you this.
Yes.
What did you think about her situation with Drew last time? I really thought that was pointless. What do y'all think?
Well, I think Sonya was reaching last season.
Agreed.
And this season, I think Drew is doing the most. From that shooting thing in Chicago thing, that really is making me like. I think how y'all feel about Marlo this season is how I feel about Drew. Because Drew was doing the most.
I really feel like maybe Drew is pushing hard because she knows that divorce is imminent, and maybe she's trying to show herself as valuable to the show. So when she no longer has a husband, or when she's in the process of no longer having a husband, she may be seen as somebody valuable to continue to have on the show, whether she's married or not.
So basically, you're saying she's trying to save her job. Okay.
We'll never know.
Well, that's not talking about Judah because she's not there popping this season anyway. Aaron D did say, Mike, I love Marlo and Teresa. I may not always agree with them, but I always love them. Thank you, Aaron.
Aaron loves everybody, and that's what I love.
Even though I know the real.
Ooh.
Oh. The toy said, Candy said, as long as they keep giving her them coins, she gonna keep collecting them. Well, she better hope Married to Medicine season is born, because they gave Phaedra a coin back, and as long as Phaedra's on TV giving it to us, bump Candy. This is a long conversation about Marlo and Candy. You're right. Maybe we should go ahead and go to
you do have
Anita. I agree, Mike. She is working, but in a very low down way. Well, that check still didn't change though. So
right.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. It don't make no sense about the nephew, but we're gonna see what the rest of the season is bringing. And Regina said, Mike, when you are talking to me, all I heard was Charlie Brown teacher voice.
Well then.
Okay.
Look, Latoya said, Mike
didn't Sheree and Marlo say they want to know why Candy keeps having shootings at her restaurants? So Marlo did say it in an what is the word? Insinuate. Insinuate. Oh, okay. Never mind. Nah, I'm like Marlo too now, so don't blame me now. So Marlo did say it and insinuate it.
I reckon.
Tell Marlo to turn the channel 2, 5, and 11, and she will see it on TV.
Fifi says it's not hard when you show up as your authentic self, and I agree.
That's true.
Right.
Fifi says, right, I'm from Atlanta.
Ew! I love how Tyrone sits and listens patiently. This conversation was long, but and we do apologize. Let's go ahead and go to, while we're reading the next comments, let's go ahead and go to in other news. We have go ahead, Jonathan, about the Anita Baker thing. You bring it up.
Sure. So if for those of you who might have been living under a rock, Anita Baker and Babyface have been on tour for a little while. I forgot what the name of the tour was, but they've been on tour. Anita has been the headliner, and Babyface has been, I'm guessing he's been the opening act. And so on one of the concert nights, Anita was allegedly 2 hours late. I don't know if this is for sure, but allegedly Anita was 2 hours late. We don't know why, or I don't know why. And so because of this, Babyface was not able to do his set. And due to that, Babyface's fans came at Anita on Twitter, came at her, and so with Anita being who she is, she clapped back at all of the fans. She clapped back at every single one of them. So therefore, because of all of this issue that Anita has been having with Babyface's fans, Anita has officially removed Babyface from her tour. Tank actually spoke on this as well, defending Babyface. Babyface has said nothing concerning these issues until he was actually removed from the tour, and wished Anita all the best in her future endeavors. What do you guys think about the way that Anita has reacted to these fans that have come for her? And does Anita need to get off Twitter? I think she needs to log off, y'all.
Well, yeah, I'm going to take both sides. Anita is from a different generation. Before social media, she gained real fans by her talents only, and Babyface too. I'm saying anything against Babyface. I like Babyface also. Mm-hmm. So she's not used to when a large mass of people coming at her at one point with negative comments and just people being rude and disrespectful. And Anita is a legend in the game. And yes, can legends make mistakes? Yes, but do we need everybody to get on him or get on her one at a time? No. And I think to just have peace in your later years. If it's gonna be more peaceful for us to separate from each other, that's maybe what needs to be done. At one point in your life, in your career, when money's not an issue, peace is what I'm asking for. And sometimes it may not be a good thing, but it may be what's right. So I'm not gonna be mad at Anita for separating from the madness. Now, Babyface, I like Babyface also, and I think he did a good job of not saying anything negative about Anita, and just, but they come from the old school where they don't say things like this new school where they say everything, put everybody in their business. I think how he handled it was very good. Yes, I hate this has happened, but Babyface, he will be okay. Both of them will be okay.
Of course.
It's not like neither one is crying for money.
Okay.
So I can understand both sides. I understand where Anita's coming from. I understand where Babyface is coming from. They both will be okay. He can get another tour today.
That's it. Latoya said Auntie Anita needs to go somewhere and sat down. Fifi says, get your girl, LOL. And
Fifi and me is on the same accord.
Yes.
Thank you, Fifi, for being in the space. We love you dearly.
Yes.
Latoya says Anita ain't apologized since 1986.
What can she apologize for? She was 2 hours late. I mean, she's not the only person or entertainer who's been late. And my thing is, he's opening up for Anita. I don't know why he couldn't do his set.
Well, I think it was Anita's decision for Babyface not to do his set, and I think that's what the fans were so what the fans were so upset about.
Sometimes, I mean, I would have been mad too, yes. But am I going to be so mad that I would have just went on Twitter and cursed her out? I probably just,
we're better than that. But, when you don't know better, then you don't do better. And so apparently those people...
can understand. Everybody has an option. You're not going to stay at a job where people are getting your nerves constantly every day. It gets to the point where you have to choose peace. And I think what she chose. I made a mistake one time and y'all come down my throat like this.
Right. Hey, Jennifer, I want to ask you this question. Do you think Anita wanted for Babyface to speak up for her and to have for and to tell his fans to stop going at Anita? Do you think she expected him to say something concerning that and stick up for her? Do you think that's the reason why she's so upset?
I believe that she might have wanted that, but we can't expect people to do things. To be honest, I'm not surprised that Babyface said anything throughout the whole thing. And what made it worse, him not saying much, what made that worse is that it made Anita look a little bit more unhinged throughout the whole thing.
The thing is, the thing is, people want men to do, let's say it and say things, but when men go out there and say things, then you're coming at a woman. Why dare you say something to a woman?
Right.
So I think him being quiet and let his fans do the dirty talking was what needed to.
Smart.
Smart. Not needed to be done, but what was smart.
Right. It was smart.
Yes, because if he would have said anything negative about Anita, it would have been twisted and turned to where Anita is now made right and he's wrong.
Exactly.
And I think another reason why he didn't say anything, because maybe he felt vindicated by his audience and what they were saying. And maybe he felt the same way as the rest of his audience. So he did not contradict those feelings.
And then also, he's from the old school way where even when he got blamed for stealing money from TLC and Tony Braxton, he didn't come out and say anything negative about either one of those artists.
That was Pebbles.
Well, Pebbles too, but he was part of the little thing too. So
he was included in the lawsuit because both he and LA
Pebbles found in
were the owners of LaFace Records. So yes, he was involved as well.
What'd you say?
Tyrone?
Babyface don't be on these social medias like that. He be out here making these hits. All right.
Oh, he called it the internet's like Prince?
Yeah, he be like,
rest in peace.
I don't be out here.
Fifi said, Anita said in my Martin voice, get to stepping.
Okay, get to stepping.
Regina said Anita. Go ahead.
I do believe that Anita wanted him to step up for her because she felt attacked and vulnerable at the same time. But knowing Face, as everybody would call him.
Because he knows him.
Face is like, well, why would you talk to these people? Why would you even dignify their comments with a response? You're here. Let them people be there.
And I wish Anita Baker had more of those kind of people in her life. Anyway, Ju said Anita needs to take a cue from her two of her own songs, Apologize and Babyface, before he is caught up in the rapture. Lord Jesus. Now LaToya laughing at Regina. LaToya says if they added openers to her tour, doesn't that mean she couldn't? Oh no. Doesn't that mean she couldn't carry the tour by herself?
No, that doesn't mean that.
Most artists that go on tour, they will have an opening act.
Yeah.
Any concert that you go to, it's going to have an opening act, LaToya. Don't do that.
But you know who doesn't have an opening act though? This tour.
Beyonce.
Right. She has no opening act because she is the queen.
Did she have an opening act for the Formation tour?
She did. It was DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
LaToya asked, isn't she known for doing shady stuff on tour? Now, I don't know nothing about that.
Anita, I haven't heard anything shady about Anita doing anything shady on tour.
Not on tour. Now, Anita does have a reputation for being difficult to work with. I will say that. But as far as anything specific on tour, I haven't heard anything specific as far as touring is concerned.
Okay. The Jew says, and Babyface will use, two of his songs to respond to Anita by saying, "Where did we go wrong? And I hope you're okay."
You know, Babyface and I share the same birthday, April 10th.
Oh, wow. You're both Aries.
He's an Aries, yes. So I can see why he say quiet. Because, even though I'm a read person, I can read you down.
Okay.
Sometimes I just let things go, and I already see the destruction already happening before it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And see, Babyface, he's kind of shady. Like
Jennifer, do you want to fix that camera? Because it's bothering me. Do you want to fix that camera? Because it's kind of bothering me a little bit.
It is.
I mean, it is.
Lean with it, rock with it.
Okay. As long as y'all play with it, I guess it's okay.
Speaking of Babyface, can we talk about the tiny table? What's
Tiny Desk.
The Tiny Desk concert?
Yes, it was everything.
Yes.
And I love the fact that he called Avery Wilson to sing "Can We Talk" because he is the perfect person to sing that song. Okay, sings it, in my opinion, better than Tevin Campbell ever did, but that's just me. But,
right, now you're pushing it, Jonathan. Okay, I don't know where you're coming from with that one, sir. You pushing it.
Okay.
Yes, but also Tank just did one also.
Yes, he did.
And let me just talk about this girl for 1 second. Brooke Valentine does not receive the flowers that she deserves because she has not really gave people her voice.
Right.
The girl sing Girl Fight. I didn't know sometimes you sing the Girl Fight song is not really vocal. It's not vocal challenging.
It's really not.
Brooke can sing her off. Okay.
Yes,
she can.
And Tank. I think Tank wrote the song for LaToya Luckett.
Yes. You regret.
And LaToya wasn't able to make it to the Tiny Desk concert. So Brooke sung her songs and killed it.
Is this a recent Tiny Desk concert?
Yes.
It was Tiny Desk concert. I think it was yesterday or today.
Is it Avery also on it? Also, it was Tank.
I don't know if Avery was there. I don't think he was.
It was I can't remember who it was.
There was like another male vocalist that was there
but I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, it wasn't Avery though.
Okay, but it was Tank, and it was also I just say her name, but I can't say her name no more. Brooke Valentine, and somebody else on the side, and it was a popular person. I can't think of who it is, but when I say they killed that Tiny Desk concert, Tank is, Tank has been almost he's underrated. Tank has been on so many people's songs doing backup.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Usually artists who have made it do not do backup. Tank do not care where a coin is coming from.
Right.
He's gonna get it. And Lord Tank is LaToya said, Michael, you are in April Aries. Oh Lord. Yes, we stand on our own. We're gonna see how we feel. We're gonna stand on our own. We are back.
And I love it.
LaToya's an Aries as well. Yes, she is.
Are you an April Aries or you are March Aries? It's a difference.
so.
And
We
how
love
she said it, she might be a March Aries. I don't know. She kind of gives me April Aries though.
y'all heard that Juvenile is about to do one as well?
Yep.
He already
It's
did
coming
it.
out next week. They just
Yeah,
recorded.
yeah.
I'm ready for that one.
Manny is there.
They need to make sure he do slow motion.
He is.
Okay, yeah.
That's a hit.
Well, he only got so many. I mean, they have to include that.
Oh, okay.
Don't do Juvie like that.
I'm just saying. That might be a little tiny.
Okay, Mike is keeping it real for the 99 and the 2000.
That might be a tiny day show and then not a concert. Okay.
Okay, that thing gonna be a good
Oh,
That's
time.
not funny.
Okay, now he might be the opening act.
Okay.
Woo. Oh gosh, they said that Anita Baker had a little heat with the great Luther Vandross.
Well, you know what?
I
I
can
heard
see
he
that.
was nasty though on real life.
I've heard that as well.
What what's that song? Hold on, what's that group called?
In Vogue.
I heard
In
he
Vogue?
was so nasty to them when they were opening for him.
Yeah.
Make them wear certain colors that was not flattering.
Mhm.
Yes, you can't show certain skin.
Because he didn't want them to outshine him. That's
Yeah, but we
why.
all know. Rest in peace, Luther, and Luther, I love you. But you all know you was part of how you doing community,
Yeah.
and I respect it.
Wolf, you mean Luke James, Toya? Wolf James? Luke James?
Luke James.
Yeah, Luke
Luke
James was
James
part
was-
of it. Yes, that's who it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Latoya
okay.
confirmed that she is a March Aries.
Sorry.
Oh
And we're done.
Lord! And so, on our last, I wanted to end with this. With it still being Pride Month, for LA Pride, Mariah Carey and the great Meg Thee Stallion headlined the Pride concert, and I have to say, it was. I love the fact. I love it when artists support the LGBTQIA plus community. Tank has actually performed at DC Pride in the past.
Tank out for man the gay event.
Oh.
Like I said, wherever a coin is meant to get, Tank is gonna get it. He don't care where it comes from.
Okay. All right. So, Beyonce dedicated an entire album to her gay uncle and the gay community, in my opinion, in general. And so I love it when artists embrace their LGBTQIA fans. It is amazing. Did y'all see the video of that young man twerking his behind off for Megan on that
Yes.
stage?
I
Like he
did
went
see the video.
OWF. He went off.
My
His
highlight
behind
wasn't
could have
even.
came off. As he
Oh, okay.
was
As
a
much
lot
as he was
going
shaking
on.
that thing, as vigorously as he was shaking it, honey.
You know, as much as that was the highlight to you, my highlight was Mariah Carey saying that she could not breathe on stage because her outfit was too tight. And she had to go get in the back. Because usually Mariah does not let us know all the information, okay?
Mariah's
But
gonna let you know.
I enjoyed seeing her be real.
Yes,
Agreed.
I
Now,
love her.
I would say I didn't care for her songs on the gay beat. I didn't really care. Just sing the songs regular, but that's just me. I didn't care for the remix of the songs to boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, I think Mariah might be a little bit behind because I think she might feel like the gays are still all into the house music like that and the house mixes like that.
We know
And
what the
I don't-
crowd was, you know.
It's yeah. We got any more comments before we get out of here, Jennifer?
Fifi said Luke James can
Fifi-
sing. Luke James can
Yes, he
definitely
can.
He
sing.
can sing
I
his.
fell in love with Luke James when something got leaked years ago.
I didn't know that.
Oh, okay. Trust me,
Latoya said,
Wow.
That's
I
my
had-
girl going out.
How did I miss this, Mike? How did I
it
miss
was-
this?
Them two where I learned it from was what's the guys? The two people sit by each other on the show. Mikhail and
Oh, the Scorpion Show.
yes,
The Scorpion Show.
this was years ago when but it got leaked and it was definitely on.
Oh, okay. See, I fell in love with Luke James when I went to the Beyonce tour. I think it was I can't remember which tour it was, but I saw her in Charlotte, and Luke James was opening up for her. And
that was Beyonce.
Miss Carter.
yes,
No.
the Miss Carter tour. It was
Was
the
it
Miss
Miss
Carter
Carter?
tour. Yeah, it was the Miss
Okay.
Carter tour. And when Luke took off that shirt, honey, I was there. Oh, wait a minute. Now the singer was on point. Now that's a given. Okay, we already know the Megan saying he could sing up, down, all around. But when he took off that shirt, honey, I said, "Oh my Lord, that is."
You got a new fan in me. I was just
Oh, okay. Hello.
Latoya Mike, don't
Latoya.
start. Y'all, April Aries are cuckoo. Laugh a lot. My sister's one too. Oh, so what's going on with your mother? 9 months prior to that. Okay, what's the occasion?
Oh, stop. Fifi says yes. My back hurt watching. Oh wow.
Okay.
Latoya says, can we please review the show Sisters? Because I need to get about Uncle PP. Y'all might have to make me watch that because you like the second person that's really wanting me to talk about that show. I hear it's a really good soap opera like situation.
Yeah, my mother watches the show, but I'm
hoping
the show is. Yeah, she does watch Sisters.
I do know. Tyler Perry is now owner of BET.
He absolutely is. Yes, he is.
And VH1.
And VH1.
And VH1, yes.
That's awesome. That is an amazing accomplishment.
For Diddy and whoever he was working with, and you know what she was working with, God said no.
Okay, got into the right hands.
I don't want to see Medea on every channel now. I don't want to see Meet the Browns on TV.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind.
Well, I would.
Tyler would technically have the right to do whatever it is that his heart desires for his.
I don't think he would do that though.
I don't think he would do that though.
I don't want to see witness protection every weekend. I don't want to see. Okay, I don't want to see it.
No, he needs to show them plays. Now I'd watch every single play.
The plays.
Yeah, his plays are on BET Plus.
Not when the commercials though. I don't want I already hear them saying every 15 minutes and watch the commercial too.
This is a double whammy.
Yeah.
Aaron said, love tonight. Thank you, everyone. Thank you guys for coming on in. Latoya said she fell in love with him on Star. Luke James was on Star.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay. I didn't watch that show. Was it good?
I didn't watch
Star on Fox.
A lot of people liked it. I don't know. The Jew says, thank you, Aaron. Love ya. Get some rest. Yes, Aaron's been up all day with Regina. Right. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for all you do. Latoya says we are 3 years apart. So chill out. Latoya says sis is Sister is on season 5 now. Catch up. And what's her name? Tyler Perry, he be having them long behind seasons that you don't even know where it start or end. So
because that show that he has, I think it's called Ruthless. Them seasons got like 15-20 episodes.
Yeah, I tried. I said I was falling asleep in the middle of them. I said, "Bump, I can't do it."
I got through 4 episodes, and I said, "I cannot do this. I cannot."
It was the same thing, just different show. Yeah.
Through with this, and my issue with Ruthless, and I'm just gonna get this out of the way real quickly. The dialogue is cringy. It's so cringy.
We all know why we were both watching that show.
Oh, okay. I mean, let's get that straight. Let's get that all the way straight. Okay. Anyways, Mike, moving on. What are your social media contacts so we can get it back?
Wait, Latoya said, use other writers, please. You know, Tyler Perry is not going to use nobody else.
It's not going to happen,
write.
Latoya.
First of all, he's saving money by him not having to pay himself to write nothing. Okay. And number 2, it's been working for the most part. You're still watching Sisters. Yeah. So it's gonna be all right. Tyler Fifi says Tyler is the writer, producer, director, etc. So, and Latoya says a Tyler Perry character will be in the same clothes and and on the same day for nearly 2 day seasons. And you're right.
The have and the have not.
2 whole seasons. It was just a week. For 2 days was a whole freaking season. Now that made me angry. And Fifi got the ass. Okay, we can go now.
All right, Mike, what are your social media contacts?
Okay. Yes, my social media contacts are, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and also TikTok at Mr. Real 121. That's MRREAL 121. And then, if there's anybody single out there just wanting to mingle, just hit me up in my DM, and I always respond if you are not cuckoo. And definitely sweating. My AC is still out. It's been over a month.
It's still out.
Wow, that is terrible.
I'm trying to keep calm, but yes.
Try your best. I am the Light of the Leo. Y'all go ahead and follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. It's at the Light of the Leo. Follow me there. This is Mr. T.D. McCullum. He does music and stuff. Y'all go ahead and follow him, Mr. T.D. McCullum. My phone about to die.
Okay.
And Jojo, let them know about yourself, sir.
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram, jojo_speaks3020. I'm on Facebook, Jonathan Lee. You can also email me, williamjonathanlee@gmail.com. Once again, make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, and press the notification bell. We're going to get out of here. Thank you guys for joining us. Join us next week, same time, same place, same beautiful faces. But until then, we'll say bye for now. Bye, y'all. Have a good week and a good weekend.
Oh, maybe I should turn it off.